Welcome. Welcome to Sue's University of Life. I'm Sue Gaskell-Barlow, your host for the next few minutes. It's an absolute pleasure for you to join me, and the topic today for just a couple of minutes for you to think about your own process, your own journey is, why do you say yes when you want to say no? Is that something that you can relate to? Those moments when you get a phone call from someone in the family and they say, "Oh, what are you doing?" And you say, "Oh, nothing." "Oh, Mum, Dad, do you think you could just pop round and call at the shops and bring me so and so, and then watch the children for half an hour?" And you might say, "Well, and and then the next thing, "Oh, go on, oh, go on. I'd really appreciate it." And then you find yourself saying, "Oh, okay then." If that's something you do, whether it's to babysit, go out with a friend when you don't really want to, then it's worth thinking about looking at different ways of saying no. If you're the sort of person that doesn't want to offend, doesn't like bother, and say yes just because it's easier to, you might be a professional people pleaser. All of the different roles we play in order to feel part of, to be accepted, and to not feel that you're letting people down. And, you know, you have to be your own best friend. And if you've been told that you have to put other people first, that's not the reality, because you have to look after you. So here's just one simple tip for you to think about. When someone phones you and you're not sure who it is, and it might be that friend who you think, "Oh no," because within a couple of minutes, you're listening to their tales of woe. So next time somebody phones, watch what you say to them, because this is all about you. It's not about somebody else. Watch what you say to them. And if you were anything like me in my experience of my people pleasing days and wanting people to like me and not having conflict and people not being nice to you if you don't give them their own way, then this might help you. So you answer the phone and you say, "Hi," and the other person says, "Hi, how are you?" What's your next response? Mine was, "I'm okay. Nice to hear from you." And the fateful words, "How are you?" Well, that was it. The next 5, 10 minutes, I would be listening to the real reason the person phoned, not to see how I was, for me to be there listening while they moaned and groaned or got something off the chest or said how awful their life was. And there you would be trying to reassure them. It's ever so simple. It's the same as if you're in for the night and you think, "Oh, that's great, I've got nothing to do," and somebody phones and wants you to go out. So the answer is quite simple. And you have the choice. So you, instead of saying, "Hi, yeah, I'm okay, how are you?" don't ask how somebody is. Just have a look at that as one simple thing you can do differently. So there might be a pause because the other person will be waiting for you to say, "How are you?" So just let there be a pause. Notice that you feel a little bit uncomfortable. And if you need to speak and the other person isn't responding, then just say, "Isn't it a lovely day?" It's just sidetrack it. So think about that. And it's the same as when someone wants you to babysit or, again, wants you to do something for them. Instead of saying, "Oh, I'm not doing anything," because in actual fact, you are doing something. You've decided to stay in and have a quiet day or night. And if that's the case, then you are doing something. And so you say, "Yep, I've got the whole evening planned." Now, if the person's persistent, they'll say, Oh, okay, what are you doing? You do not have to tell them. You are under no obligation to tell them. You just say, "Oh, well, I've got a lovely evening planned. How about you? What are you doing?" Deflect it. And you don't have to justify anything to anybody. And if you find yourself feeling guilty, that's irrational guilt. It's okay to look after you. So, do you say yes when you want to say no? And if you're interested and you want to learn some new tips and skills, then I'm hoping that you will think about joining me. I have to put my glasses on Sue's University of Life. That's absolutely wonderful. And I'll put my website so that if anybody wants to, you can have a little look on that. Sue's University of Life. It's there for you to learn from. Hundreds of different messages, and it's there, as I say, if you feel that you're in a position you would like to learn how to say no, you don't know how to do it, then join me, Sue Gaskell Barlow, on Sue's University of Life. And it's my absolute pleasure to get you to think clearly. This is not a rehearsal, it's your life. And you matter, you know, you really do. Bye for now.